Hey guys, it's Madman212. I'm coming at y'all with a deck profile of my Karakuri build for the September 2013 format. I know I probably haven't made a lot of videos lately. I'm sorry. So like I said, just been work, been doing a lot of stuff. And I'm back in Louisville, so you can probably see more deck profiles and more things that come with me and my friends. It's just whatevs, you know. Um, Yeah, I pretty much made this deck to the new format so that way I could go ahead and get started on it and look for more combos and stuff like that for it to play. Uh, so let's get into the build. First off, three Karakuri Komachi Model 224 Ninishi, I'm sorry. She's pretty much the normal summoner. You normal summon her, then you get additional summon, and with her, she pretty much makes the synchro plays. Like for with merchant, she can go to catastrofe, beast, or with strategist or another one of herself, she can go into one of my rank threes, or with the level four guy, she can go into beret. And then if you place with Solar Windjammer and Cyber Source in here, you get my level five, my level eight plays as well. So this card pretty much makes the deck real fast, especially with ability to normal summon and stuff like that. Next up, three strategists. The monster that changes battle positions when it's normal summon or special summon. So I can switch him to defense or change the battle position of my opponent's monsters or another card on my side of the field. So this card's great. And it's a tuner. And with their effects, they all have to attack when able. So when he switches to defense, he don't have to attack, but he has a good defense. So there's Kamachi with her defense at 19. Next up, two strategists. He's pretty much a searcher. You search for a cash or your level 4 or level 3 Karakuri monster that you want. It just search for any Karakuri card in your deck. So you use that, get cash, get Kamachi. That way you can get your plays out and get your get your combos out as quick as possible. Next up, two quick. Quick's like one of my favorite monsters to use in this deck, and it just if he were to attack and destroy a monster by battle, I could special summon one of my Karakuris from the graveyard. So this really makes the synchro play a little bit better. So way I can take out my opponent or sync up, take out my opponent that way, or or go ahead and get my watchdog from the grave. I mean the grave, but deck with one of the strategies. Just this card's good. 17 on attack, and it's a ninja, so it's good. Karakuri Soldier Model 236 Ninsamu. Pretty much the card that's like UFO Turtle. When it's destroyed, sent to graveyard by battle. Special summon a level 4 lower Karakuri monster from your deck. You pretty much search him out, get another one, and then get to your last one. Next, Watchdog. I just run one Watchdog due to the fact that I'm not gonna use a lot of the level 4s unless just I get him out first and get the other one. And it's just more the level 3, 5 plays, and this is just a rare occasion, so it's just in case. Then we get to the tech choice cards. 3 Solar Windjammer. This card is better than Cyber Dragon, and it works really well with this deck because you don't have to control any monsters, and you can special summon this card. And then you can normal summon Kamachi, and you get your level 8 Synchro monsters easy. So this card is really good for this deck. And it's a machine too, so it really, really makes the deck a little bit playable. A lot playable. One more level word. Fake Veiler for negations, and one star tuner. I can sync Beret in that to the Burrito, and just a good card to have. And 2 second commanders because all I want is one E teleport, and 2 second commanders seems like it's good. Is a good card. I mean, it's a good way to balance out the E telly, so a way it would be used more and stuff like that. On with the spells, I run 2 cash, more search power, so I can get my Karakuris to my hand. Um, that way, and change the battle position of face up Karakuri monster on my side of the field. So in order for that to work, you have to have a Karakuri monster inside the field. Um, Three instant fusion. I run two cyber swords, but the third instant fusion is just for a just in case kind of movement, just in case I do have cyber source. Um, I have a I have cyber source, and one of my cards have been negated or something like that, and also a target for Landois. So it would be a third card to use for Landois' effect and uh, blow up. Just pretty much uses effect for effect monsters and stuff like that. So this card's really good, especially for another level 5 kind of play and get your monsters started. Um, Three desynchro. Desynchro for this deck is like wow because you can just get back the monsters that you synced for, resync, go into another burrito, get your special summon, get your draw again, get whatever you need. This card just helps restart a whole bunch of the combos that you want and get you further and further into more combos that you want to do. So this card's good. Uh, Two Iron Call. I saw Iron Call and I was at first I thought it was too much, but then I really thought about it and that card really does get Watchdog from Grave. So it's pretty much the card I use so I can get Watchdog from the graveyard or whatever character monster I need, so way I can go into bigger plays or to strategic ways or something like that to protect my monsters. So this card really does the trick for this deck. Since Heavy Storm's been gone, is going away. I run 3 MST for just destroy back row. Dark Hole, destroy face up monsters. I run 1E teleport because that's all I have, and it's a good card to use, especially for your level 3 plays. I mean, so you can get your level 3 tuners out. Psychic Commander. And I run 2 Machine Dupe because, well, you got Strategist and Komachi, and it just makes the spam more makes it a lot easier to spam with and a lot more consistent with the field. So that way you can overflow your field and take advantage of your opponent. So this card really helps in your synchro plays and stuff like that. And now with the traps, I run 1 warning for negation, monster summonings, and 2 royal decrees for decks that do a lot of back row hate and do a lot of traps. So Royal Decree, good card to have for trap negations. Um, Side deck, I have 1 Thunder King. Sad to say that he went down to 1. Just in case I know my opponent does a lot of searching, I can have him on the field. Won't hurt me as much. Uh, 2 Magic Planner, Magic Puppet Plant, just because um, if spellbooks are still good, I will be able to take out my opponent quickly and easy. So way I can take control of their spellcasters or their warriors. So if I go up against warrior decks, this card will go great. So I usually for spellcasters, but just whatever spellbooks, whatever. Flying Sea to the stop exceed summonings, and if they don't have any tuners or anything, this really stops them, and if they just use their monsters for big beaters, aka evil swarms. So that card's gonna be helpful in the future, hopefully. Um, Electric Virus, because there's been a lot of talk about people saying that Karakuris and dragons, incarnate dragons and stuff like that are gonna be played. This card's really gonna go with it because I could just take their machine or the dragon and I can use it for the turn or stop them from getting their plays. So this card pretty much takes control of whatever machine or dragon type that they have. Um, 2 Mind Drain. I use 2 Mind Drain because I don't have any skill drain, don't need it. I don't have any soul drain, and it's going down to 1, so what's the point? So I might as well use Mind Drain for hand traps, especially for Bujins. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So, especially for Bujins, if they're going to use their Honest and stuff like that to stop me and It just makes it a little bit easier for me to stop them and take them out easier. Um, what else is there? Chain disappearance. I'm actually using this as a mirror matchup because um, Kamachi and Strategist are pretty much the two cards you gotta watch out for. And with those being gone, and they will have to literally utilize their resources if they use Psychic Commander. Because once they play that Kamachi and a Strategist, and they got that instant fusion, play Chain Disappearance and banish all their stuff. And since they're level 3 and they're lower, if they cannot get their Levier, then they're pretty much they're gonna have to think about how they're gonna get their burritos and stuff like that. So this is pretty much a mirror matchup card just for me. So this card will come in handy if I mirror match to break through. I know I got Big Bill in there, but this is just in case. I want to negate for the turn. And two Phoenix Wing Wind Blast because this card's on the rise of being used as a staple. And this is just in case I want to take out my opponent. I know I can't get over their monsters, so this card will do the trick. So, and now on with the extra deck. Probably my take choice isn't the best, but it's the best for me. So, oh well. The first card, Sabersaurus, target for instant fusion, target sync material for Burrito or whatever level 8 that I have. Yeah, self-explanatory. Two berets, change battle positions, special summons a Karakuri. Yeah. Three Burrito, just to draw power and special summon another Karakuri monster, which is good. 2800 attack, so it's a 2800 beater afterwards, so it's a good card. The Nachirias, I use all three because I never know if I'm going to go into Barkion. I can go into Landois and Beast mostly, but Barkion's just in case I need to go into them, and I know I can't get Rotokri in time. So that card right there is just good alone, just help out. Just staple stuff, Scrap Dragon, Catastor, Crimson Blader. I had Thought Ruler Archfiend in here, but I'd rather take in that because I can stop my opponent from getting their big monsters, especially with Chaos Dragons, so I can stop them from getting their big monsters. Um, I like Justice because it's a machine, and it's also a good way to sink into a Burrito or into another level 8, one of these two level 8s. And Scrap Dragon is just good to have because you can blow up cards on the field. So that's pretty good. So that's my saber right there. Then Exceeds, I run MechWhip Engineer. Yes, this card's good in here because once you have all three of your Burritos and you have him on the field, this card will protect one of your Burritos. And you get your draw power on your opponent's turn with this card. And this card will do great. If they Dark Hole your monster, you can just detach, switch your Burrito to defense. You get all three of their draw powers. And all because of this card. Or if your opponent doesn't destroy your monsters during the end phase, you detach, switch one of your Burritos, draw three. Next turn, switch your Burrito back to attack mode, draw three more. This card does it for the death. And then Sun Dragon, because it's a card that I can just go into with my Burritos after I use their effects, and I can blow up stuff on my opponent's side of the field. So this is what this thing does. And that's pretty much it for my Karakuris for this form for the 2013 ban list. If you like it, comment. Like the button, hit the like button, comment down below. Um, Give me some ideas if you have any ideas for yourself. I'm more than happy to hear it. Well, this is Man202 signing out, and I'll see you guys later.